first choice. What did you make of Jesse's decision to take on Sor Rungvisai? Not my first choice. This decision to fight this fight is all Jesse Rodriguez.
But according to Las Vegas, Bam Rodriguez a 5-to-1 favorite. That was a real head turner, but usually Vegas knows something we don't. Let's see if Rodriguez can dominate Sor Rungvisai like he did Carlos Cuadras.
And right away you see Sor Rungvisai coming out in that southpaw stance. That's the right stance from the fight. He's a natural southpaw fighter. Tried to get too cute against Juan Francisco Estrada. That cost him in the early rounds.
The reason Bam Rodriguez is such a heavy favorite is because of the difference in foot speed. That's going to be the big difference here. When it comes to Sor Rungvisai, he needs to have his feet planted to land that power. Rodriguez is not going to give you that opportunity.
So Rungvisai much more flat-footed, but Sergio, that's where his power comes from. He can sit down in those punches.
That's where his power comes from, but he's going to have to be more fluid with his footwork because he's not going to be able to keep up with this young champion that moves from angle and shifts from side to side.
I'll be honest, Sergio, talking to Sor Rungvisai this week, I don't get the sense that he's looking or thinks he's going to win a decision. He knows he could be down quickly in this fight, but he believes if he can slow Bam down and force it into a fight, that's how he can win.
Sharp jab right there, snapping the head back of Sor Rungvisai. I love the fact that Bam Rodriguez is coming out respecting the power of Sor Rungvisai.
Left hand got in there for SSR. And there aren't many fighters that have ever been in this division that can change a fight with one punch, but Srisaket has that kind of power.
You can see how heavy the hands are of Sor Rungvisai. Even when he misses, it looks dangerous. But as heavy as his fists are, so are his feet. You can look at Sor Rungvisai's feet. Every time he misses, he falls a little off balance. Hard jab there by Bam Rodriguez.
Big straight left followed by a jab. Good sequence there for Rodriguez, and that forces Rungvisai to go forward.
Terrific right hand by Bam Rodriguez there. Almost took Rungvisai off his feet.
It was a check right hook, and it started by baiting him with feints. Foot feints was making nothing big, nothing powerful, but checking the two-time champion.
Rungvisai would love to bait Rodriguez into a stand-and-trade type of scenario. And the crowd will certainly be urging Rodriguez to do that, Chris, but how foolish would that be?
Well, look, Jesse has to stay disciplined. He got great advice from his corner in between rounds. This movement has got to keep up over 12. He's probably not going to be able to stop Sor Rungvisai, and he doesn't want to get into a firefight with him.
I think the experience of the Carlos Cuadras fight is going to serve him right here, because with Cuadras, he did stay a little bit too long and exchange, but he learned from that, and you can bet he's not going to do it here with Sor Rungvisai.
I completely agree, Sergio. Two things he learned from that Cuadras fight. One, going 12 rounds for the first time in a championship-level fight, and two, not standing in front and not trying to trade. He knows after the Cuadras fight that his punches, the ones that were stopping guys at 108 and above, they just aren't going to be as effective at 115.
Nice body shots. Almost lulled Sor Rungvisai to sleep there.
And Sor Rungvisai already landed a clean left hand. Rodriguez took that well. It was a straight left hand. Whenever you're dealing with a young fighter or a young champion, you want to see how he's going to react when he gets clipped by a big power punch.
Sor Rungvisai always looks so nonchalant, almost like he can't be bothered, but then he'll light you up with something.
Yeah, calm demeanor, but there's a storm brewing, definitely. Those are subtle foot feints by Bam Rodriguez that are getting Sor Rungvisai to not let his hands go. See that foot feint right there?
You know, Bam looked a little offended when we were talking about how much power Sor Rungvisai has and how it might be a knockout threat. Bam was like, man, I'm going to knock this guy out. And he's hitting him with a lot of power punches early.
You can see the difference in power. Both of them landed a jab, but it was Sor Rungvisai's jab that jolted the head back of Bam Rodriguez. That's the size difference right there.
Stop. Keep him up. Okay, here we go. Box. 10 seconds.
Great start to the fight for the hometown kid. Round 3. Let's see how aggressive Sor Rungvisai starts getting.
He got aggressive at the end of that second round. You can bet that he's going to start aggressive here and try to shake the confidence of the young champ.
I don't think Sor Rungvisai needs to get too crazy. For him, this is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about wearing Jesse down over the course of this fight.
It's going to serve Jesse Rodriguez right to make Sor Rungvisai completely miss. That earmuff defense is not going to be enough with such a crushing puncher like Sor Rungvisai. You got to make him totally miss and fall off balance. Sor Rungvisai has slow feet and bad balance. You got to make him miss and you got to make him pay. Anytime he's touching anything, he's dangerous. Beautiful angle right there. 1-2 from the left-handed stance and catches an angle on Sor Rungvisai.
Nice uppercut from Bam. He's got to think defense first.
He has to think defense first and second. Anytime you're punching, something else is going to come back. Sor Rungvisai is an expert at punching in between the shots.
I love the way Bam Rodriguez keeps stepping over. He's having a lot of success with the overhand lefts when he steps over.
Shotgun jab there by Bam.
Well, we know that Rodriguez is a big fan of Lomachenko, loves the angles. Talk about Bernard Hopkins losing his first professional fight. He went on to have a Hall of Fame career. Sor Rungvisai didn't win a fight until his 4th fight. And look at the career he's had.
Not only that, he got stopped back-to-back in his first and second professional fight. To come back and become a 2-time champion is incredible. I want to see more jabs like that from Bam Rodriguez. You got to get out of these early rounds where Sor Rungvisai is so powerful. Pop him with that jab, keep moving in angles, just like that.
Nice from Bam.
Love that. Bam Rodriguez is not letting up on his punches. Nice and smooth, pot-shotting and moving. Here by Bam Rodriguez.
Garcia Sr. and Robert Garcia Jr. in the corner of Bam Rodriguez. This really has been a shared training camp for those two. Robert Garcia Sr., he was the head trainer for the first 4 weeks, and then he went overseas to work with Anthony Joshua. Jr. took over, and he has been a big part of Bam's training for this fight.
Bam is going to have to get the respect of Sor Rungvisai. You can tell that Sor Rungvisai is he's not intimidated by the power of the angles of Bam Rodriguez.
Well, we know that Rodriguez has moved up 2 weight classes to compete in this division, but he's got power. He put Quadras down.
Well, he put Quadras down by getting an angle just like he did on Sor Rungvisai. It's the punches you don't see coming, and that's exactly what happened to Quadras, and that's what he's attempting to do here with Sor Rungvisai.
Chris, how do you have it?
I got 3 rounds to none in favor of Ben Rodriguez. He has boxed brilliantly, but I can't emphasize this enough. The early rounds almost don't matter to Srisaket Sor Rungvisai. I'm telling you, he didn't come here to win a decision. He is trying to wear Bam down, and the later rounds, rounds 9 through 12, those are the ones where I think Sor Rungvisai is going to go for it.
How about the number of jabs from Rodriguez? And some of those jabs, Sergio, as you mentioned before, are defensive jabs. They're to knock Sor Rungvisai off his timing.
They're defensive jabs and they're power jabs. Look at that pretty that is.
Yeah, the glove almost touched.
This is beautiful power boxing right here. Ben Rodriguez is playing chess. Picking you apart with that jab, stepping back and catching with the power counter shots.
The game plan has been executed to perfection so far for Jesse.
But it's a long, long way to go for Ben Rodriguez.
Or is it? Can Rodriguez blast him out of there?
I'll tell you what, Jesse Rodriguez grew up watching these Superfly fights between Sor Rungvisai, Chocolatito, Estrada, Quadras, Brian Valoria. He watched all these great fights. Some of them he watched in person. So it really is a dream come true for him to share the ring with these legends.
I asked him how this splurge of success out of nowhere, how does it feel? He said, man, it has been absolutely crazy. I almost can't believe it.
See, good head movement there by Ben Rodriguez. It's not going to be enough to just cover up with your gloves. The power's still going to penetrate, make Sor Rungvisai completely miss, and discourage the power puncher.
10 seconds.
Good body shot.
Yep, right underneath the armpit.
That was a head.
The glove did not touch the canvas. If it had, it probably would have been scored a knockdown. At least it should have been. Another good round for Rodriguez. And Sergio, earlier you said he should be thinking defense first and second, and that's exactly what his trainer said in the corner.
Oh yeah, Robert Garcia giving him perfect instructions. Do not exchange with him. Don't exchange with the power puncher.
Yeah, against Quadras, Ben Rodriguez fell into a habit of standing in the pocket and trading with him. He hasn't fallen into that habit to this point, showing great movement and getting great advice from his corner.
That jab right there is going to be the difference between these two fighters right here. The jab and the movement. You got to stick and move against Sor Rungvisai. And there it is right there. 3 solid, cleanly landed jabs by Ben Rodriguez.
Chris, earlier you talked about not only Srisaket Sor Rungvisai having lots of power, but talk about how much he throws punches. And look at this. It's right now Rodriguez again who's doing the damage.
That's artistic violence right there. 1-2 got an angle and popped him from the side.
We're going to call that a slip. Rungvisai came over and smiled at us.
Don't do that, okay? There we go.
I think the referee interpreted that as Rungvisai kind of hooking him and throwing him down.
So Rungvisai's right shoe is untied. That's going to be a problem.
So Rungvisai's face is getting covered up.
Stop! Time!
And Mark Kalloy caught that. The shoe is untied on Sor Rungvisai's part. I'm glad he caught that. That could have been dangerous.
Would he do a double Windsor there, Chris? What knot would you recommend?
Box.
Chris Mannix knows nothing about tying knots.
Work yourselves out.
Let's not forget, Sor Rungvisai is 35 years old, has been in 56 pro fights, many of them wars. His father time caught up with the Thailand king.
I'll tell you what, he absorbed 2 big shots, and right there, 3 and 4 from Ben Rodriguez, and he's taking these punches well. You can see that the power is not affecting Sor Rungvisai.
You know, in addition to being 35 years old, Sor Rungvisai coming off a career-long 15-month layoff, so there's going to be some ring rust there.
10 seconds.
Body shot from Benn. Left hook from Benn.
There we go. Let's go.
Chris, do you think Sor Rungvisai is surprised by what Benn has been doing so far?
I don't think he's surprised. He saw what happened against Carlos Cuadras. He has said all week he has a lot of respect for the skills of Ben Rodriguez, but he's got to believe that he's got to see now that Bam is a lot better than maybe he even thought.
Right there, Bam needs to be careful. He exchanged right hooks with Sor Rungvisai, which is exactly what Robert Garcia told him not to do.
Well, maybe he's felt the power and said, you know what? Maybe Sor Rungvisai doesn't have this unbreakable power that I've been told about.
Well, that will be foolish from the young champion. You got to respect old legends like this, and I'm telling you right now, power never fades. It never recedes. You're going to have it all the way to the end.
Well, legs are the first thing to go. Power is the last.
And Sor Rungvisai's shoe is untied again. They're going to have to take that.
Someone needs to tie the Thai's shoe.
It could be dangerous because if one of them, if Ben steps on that, and Sor Rungvisai steps forward and that clash of heads could end this, it would be a shame. Good body shots by Bam on the inside.
You know, Sor Rungvisai is known for a wandering head. He's won 2 technical decisions, and he lost the title on a technical decision. Ben Rodriguez looks like a master, and he's only 22.
That's beautiful power boxing right there. He's not even stepping back. He got the range down of Sor Rungvisai. It's only his upper body moving back, and he's coming back with counter shots.
And you can see some of the body language of Sor Rungvisai. These first 6+ rounds have taken something out of him.
Because he's intimidated by the speed and the angles and the youth and the vigor of Ben Rodriguez.
There's a clubbing right hand that connected for Sor Rungvisai, but they are coming fewer and farther between.
I would like to see Ben Rodriguez in the clinches start walking back Sor Rungvisai. Older fighters hate being walked backwards.
I don't think we've ever seen Sor Rungvisai dominated like we're
seeing in the corner of Jesse Rodriguez. Jab, give him an angle, and repeat.
Let's look at Chris Mannix's scorecard through 6 rounds.
Yeah, I've got it 6 rounds to none in favor of Ben Rodriguez. And quite frankly, none of these rounds have been that difficult to score. Bam is dominating with his skill from the outside. And against the heavier-handed fighter, at least theoretically, he is landing the bigger shots.
And he's hurting. He's hurting Sor Rungvisai to the body now, which is opening up the right hooks upstairs. Just like that.
Are we seeing out with the old and in with the new? A left hand sends Rungvisai down.
It was an overhand left that caught him at an angle. Right on the temple. Hey, give me a gun. So Rungvisai said that he slipped. That was a punch.
What a statement it would make for Jesse Rodriguez to stop Srisaket Sor Rungvisai.
He's outpowering the powerful.
Don't get carried away. Don't get overconfident. Go back to the feints. Go back to the jab. Go back to the angles.
He put Carlos Cuadras down, and he's put Srisaket Sor Rungvisai down.
it's going to be hard to land something heavy and hard on Bam Rodriguez because he doesn't stay in front of you. He's always shifting to the left and to the right. So Rungvisai needs someone to stay in front of him.
What we are seeing is incredible. 22 years old, the youngest champion in the world. And he's beating the master.
I have seen Sor Rungvisai get outboxed before. I have never seen him beaten down like this.
You still can't count Rungvisai out. Well, what can Sor Rungvisai do here to change things up, Sergio, besides just wait for the power punch to land?
He's going to have to punch with Bam Rodriguez. He's going to take punishment, but punch with him. That's the only way he's going to be able to hurt this young champion. Catch him in between the shots. Good body shot there by Bam. Left hand to the right side of Sor Rungvisai. That hurt.
Are you watching, Chocolatito? Are you watching, El Gallo? We could have the new king at 115.
Sor Rungvisai is hurt to the body. The right side of the body by face of Sor Rungvisai.
And it was a punch landed, and it should have been scored a knockdown, but you can see where the slip was by Sor Rungvisai.
It was a slip, but you could also see the discouragement in the face and the eyes of Sor Rungvisai.
You've seen that for the better part of the last 5 rounds.
That's a sign of a defeated, older, former champion in Sor Rungvisai.
A little surprised that we haven't seen more of a body attack from Sor Rungvisai. He knew Jesse was going to move around. He's got to find a way to slow him down, keep him in front of him for these later rounds.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I don't like the body language of Sor Rungvisai, how slow he's punching and how hard Bam Rodriguez is landing these shots.
Sor Rungvisai told us in the fighter meeting, stand in front of me if you dare. Well, Rodriguez has dared, and he's put Rungvisai down once already.
And Bam Rodriguez also said that he believes he can stop the tough fighter from Thailand.
Big straight left from Bam, caught him on the right as well. And you can just sense the confidence oozing out of Rodriguez as he cracks him again. Upstairs, downstairs, look at him go.
Mark Cowboy, the referee, taking a long look at Sor Rungvisai during these exchanges.
Bam is beating up Sor Rungvisai, beating him up and backing him up. It's only a matter of time, guys. I'm telling you, I don't like the body language of Sor Rungvisai. He has no legs.
Oh, Sor Rungvisai is ready to go. Bam Rodriguez in his hometown, putting on the performance of a lifetime. Are we going to see the end? It's over. It's over.
Bam Rodriguez knocks out Sor Rungvisai, beats down Quadras. Is Gallo next? Is Chocolatito next? We got a star in San Antonio.
The performance by Bam Rodriguez against Carlos Quadras was surprising. This was stunning. Not that Bam Rodriguez won. He came in the more talented fighter, but that he was able to hurt, batter, and beat down one of the best in the 115-pound division.
The sky is the limit, and Bam Rodriguez has taken off at the age of 22.
The official time of the stoppage, 1 minute and 50 seconds of round number 8. Your winner by TKO, and still the WBC Super Flyweight Champion of the World, Jesse Bam